Alright, so this is our personnel, our wounded personnel recovery section. So what we're going to show you are two different ways to recover a friendly wounded personnel, and we also want you, I'm going to show you where it really derived from also. So I'm going to show you the original idea that the military came up with, and then I'm going to show you the more newer advanced part of personnel recovery that the military later came up with, and actually came up from special operations in both cases is where it originated from. The first one is called the combat roll, and the second one is known as the rope drag. And depending upon the situation you find yourself in, it's going to depend upon what it is you're going to need to use. If you're totally alone and by yourself and you've got to get him up and carry him for a long distance, the combat roll is definitely what you're going to need to do, and it is something you're going to have to practice over and over and over again. As you'll notice, I'll do it very slow because I'm trying really hard not to hurt my buddy. Alright, it's not something I've had to do a lot of, so honestly I'm not going to try it at full speed. The rope drag is simple, fast, and easy, and it is used to get somebody out of a hot zone immediately. So they're just around the corner of the building, they've been shot, they're down. This is what I'm going to use to drag them around the corner of the building with. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so this is the original way that the military taught us to try to pick up a down comrade. And as you're going to notice, he's not going to help me in any way, shape, or form. And it is going to be very difficult and take a lot of time for me to get him up. So basically I had to stand him up, lock his legs, support his weight, shift him around a little bit to make sure he wasn't going to fall over, then work my way in up underneath him and stand him up. A lot of work, and it put a lot more strain on my back. The other way is a lot faster. The combat roll we're getting ready to show you is a lot faster when done at full speed, and you already have the momentum and everything going. You're literally just coming in, diving in, grabbing, rolling right out. And you can have them up and out in a matter of seconds as opposed to what should have taken about a minute. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is get my buddy on his back. Now, if he's got an arm up or anything like that, it probably wouldn't hurt to bring it down. I'm going to come in, I'm going to lay just like this. I'm going to put my shoulders right up on top of his stomach and right up near his chest. I'm going to secure his furthest leg like this, and I'm going to try to get his crotch up in my shoulder the best I can. Now this is the hard part. I've got to get forward momentum going that way. I do that by taking my leg over like this and rolling like this right here. All right, if you notice, when I get ready to get up, I'm going to use my dominant arm on top of my knee to help support it as I stand up. Now I've got his leg here, my arm secured around here with his other arm here. I still have my dominant arm so I can draw my weapon and engage the target if necessary. The position I had him in is known as the fireman's carry. It is the best way to carry that much weight with, especially with them being completely limping. In essence, they're not helping you in any way. And pick them up and move them from here 100 or 200 yards away. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the original way that we were taught to recover somebody quickly, just to maneuver them behind safety, behind some form of cover. If you're familiar with plate carriers or body armor, you'll notice that there's a handle across the back, and that was the way that you were originally designed to secure them, is by grabbing the handle so that you can maintain security the whole time. The problem with that, as you're getting ready to see, is it pulls the plate carrier up into their throat and starts choking them. And you know, if they're unconscious, you're just doing more harm than you are good. You're going to notice he's probably going to grab the plate carrier and try to pull it down out of his throat just so he can breathe. But I mean, he's going to do what he's got to do. All right, here we go. Well, that was quick and effective. It still pulled up on the plate carrier to him, and I was only able to use one hand to cover with. Thankfully, I had my pistol. If I had a rifle, it'd be a little bit more difficult for me to engage targets. So I'm going to show you what's called the rope drag, and basically all we did, which I'll show you at the end of the video what it is we taken a rope and attached it we've looped it through the plate carrier and connected it to his belt itself. And we have a D-ring on that, which is going to clip directly onto my rigger belt right here, so that I can just walk backwards and both my hands should be free. Okay, so that was the rope track we just did, and while that may not have been necessarily faster, it was definitely a lot user-friendly to your victim, the guy you're trying to recover. And you are still able to use both hands and actually pick your rifle up, which is more of a combat effective weapon than your pistol is. Your pistol is really for your kind of last stand type deal. Well, what now we're going to do is we're going to bring my buddy around since he's still wearing my kit, and I'm going to show you exactly how this is hooked up. Okay, so we just got a standard D-ring. This is just a little aluminum D-ring, nothing fancy. It's usually Velcroed right along in here or right up in here. Do not clip it in any way, shape, or form to anything, or it will take you forever to get it undone. I got about 6 feet of rope here to give me enough standoff that my feet are kicking him in the back or anything as I'm trying to drag him backwards. The rope is interweaved between the loops of the molly weaves of the plate carrier and is attached directly to the belt. And usually we use aluminum D-rings down here too. I wanted you to be able to see the rope in contrast to the plate carrier, so I had to use a highly colored rope here, thus I wasn't able to use the actual system that I have. So that's all it is. You're basically you're feeling the pull here by your pants, and the plate carrier's helping keep you up because it loops through that, and so it's kind of help keeping your victim up. And as you can tell, he's sliding on his ass the whole way.